so we are doing something a little bit different for my Beautylish gift card event recommendations video. Usually I just do like a sit down video. But one, it is no secret that the Sephora sale is starting next week sometime, like next Friday or something. And so I didn't want to make recommendations that you could get at Sephora because Beautylish has like such an incredible selection of brands that are unique to them, that are hard to find, that I really, really enjoy. So I wanted to focus on those, and a lot of those end up being like skincare, body care, hair care, that sort of thing. So instead of me gathering all this stuff up from my bathroom and going down to my filming area, I thought, why don't I at least just start here and talk about skincare and hair care and body care and all that kind of stuff. And then if there's, I don't know, time left over, I will go down to my beauty room and talk about some makeup. So I did want to get this video up yesterday, but I had some technical difficulties. We won't dwell on those, but anyway, I hope you guys are still shopping their gift card event. You can shop it however many times you want. I'll have the dates and all the information down below, but you basically get a $20 gift card to Beautylish for every $100 that you spend, and it's really, really great. If you shop at Beautylish on a regular basis, this is fantastic. Okay, why don't we go ahead and start with a brand that's fairly new to me. I feel like I've been using them for about a half a year now, and the more products I try from their line, the more I like. So True Botanicals is something that Beautylish actually introduced me to. They sent me like a little sample size of this Chabula Active Immunity Serum, and I don't usually try samples. I mean, I just have so much stuff or whatever. I usually give samples away or just pass them off to friends and family. So when I saw this sample, I don't know what compelled me to try that one out, but I was so glad that I did. So this serum is just really amazing. If you follow True Botanicals on Instagram, you'll see before and after pictures of people using this serum. But what it does is it really calms your skin. Like it really, like if you have any redness or flare-ups or blotchiness or anything like that, any sort of like irritation, it just calms it down. And I have, well, I have makeup on now, but I have like redness here. It's very, very blotchy. It's just something I've always suffered with. And I see a marked difference whenever I use this Chabula Active Immunity Serum from True Botanicals. So this was like my gateway drug into True Botanicals. And then I started using their Pure Radiance Oil. This is an incredible oil. This oil works over, because I've been trying and testing a lot of different serums and stuff, and usually I put on the serum and then I put on the oil and then I put on my moisturizer, and this oil like doesn't interfere poorly with any of my other skincare products. And sometimes I feel like oils, if you put it over something, I don't know, just sometimes I feel like it can interfere with my other skincare, and I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, this one is amazing, and I don't need like a lot. I would say 2 drops in the morning is all I need, and then I'll go up to like 3 drops in the evening just for like a little extra hydration while I sleep. So these are probably my 2 most used longtime favorites from True Botanicals. And because I loved those 2 facial products so much, I decided I needed to try some of their like body products. So I haven't gotten a chance to use these too often, and in fact I've only used this sugar scrub once, but it is great. It has like a very thick kind of texture, so it's not like that body scrub, and I know you guys know what I mean, that body scrub that you put on and just like the water from your shower, it just immediately just kind of like starts to fall off your body. And this has like gripping power, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It has some really decent gripping power. It's almost like a liquefied balm jelly texture. It's just really interesting, and it has a great kind of like balm to grit ratio. It's not too gritty, it's not too little on the gritty side. It's just really, really great, and it has like a citrusy / sandalwood kind of scent. So it's not too sweet and like flowery or anything like that. It just is, it's like unisex. It's a really nice unisex fragrance. So I will say the one time I used it, I really, really did enjoy this body scrub. And I do feel like I'm talking about a lot of skincare and body care products in this particular video because it's springtime. And I feel like I definitely like amp up my self-tanning, body scrub, skincare. Come the summertime, I just feel like so much more of my skin is showing. So anyway, there is going to be a focus on that in this particular video. And then I did get the Pure Radiance Body Butter. I did use this once as well. This has, I can't even place it. It's like a very faint kind of floral fragrance, but it's really, really rich. In fact, some of it is still on like the little cover that comes on it. I mean, can you see how thick that is? It's like not going anywhere. It is so incredible. And as soon as you start to warm it up, it melts. Like you can feel it just like melt onto your skin, into your skin. And it's just, oh, it is divine. Absolutely divine. So I did really enjoy this body butter. I only used this once as well, but man, what a combination, by the way. This scrub and this body butter, so good. And something else from True Botanicals that I ordered, but I just have not gotten a chance to use, is this Forest Bath Soak. And it is a really strong, it's like a very potent kind of scent, but I feel like once you dilute it in the bath. So I'll just quickly read off what it says on the box, since I don't have personal experience with this just yet. It says, indulge your senses while nurturing your skin. Watch your bath transform before your eyes as the intoxicating and herbal scent of pine, ravinsera, I don't know what that is, lemon, eucalyptus, and clove transport you to your very own forest, leaving your skin soft and hydrated. I am so excited for that. I do like the scent of clove, lemon, eucalyptus. You guys know I love citrus. Ooh, that is incredible. And I think the pine is what really makes it, keeps it like a very unisex kind of fragrance. So anyway, I wanted to mention this because this is something from True Botanicals that I know BEAUTYLISH has, and it smells just so interesting. You know, it's different. It's different from a lot of the bath soaks that I have, or like bath salts that I have. It's lovely. And another brand that BEAUTYLISH introduced me to is, I'm not sure if it's Yuma, I think it's Uma. We'll go with Uma. This is just such a, well, first of all, the packaging really caught my eye because it's all glass packaging, and they always have these like, kind of like ink drawings of like flowers and stuff on them. Anyway, it really caught my eye, and then I became interested in their products after reading about them. And so I've been trying the Rose Honey Cleanser. Probably use this, I don't know, two or three times, and it's really different. It's really, really different in terms of a cleanser. You can see it probably looks more like a mask. It's very, very thick. It's a little bit goopy, probably because of the honey in there. The rose isn't too overpowering. I was a little bit worried about that. It's definitely there. I feel like there's an even balance between the rose and the honey, and both are on the fainter side. Anyway, it's a really nice cleanser. And the cleanser itself has, it's not grit, I don't know if you can see it. It feels like the grit of oatmeal, which is very, very soft. So it acts as like a very, very gentle exfoliant. And because I have dry but sensitive skin, as much as I love to exfoliate my skin, I really can't do it that often with ones that are like gritty. But this, I feel like I can use 2, 3, 4 times a week, and it's fine. I can use it morning and night. It's just, yeah, it's just such another, like, just really interesting kind of texture. And I just wet my face. I put like a little bit, like a scoop, I don't know, maybe like a teaspoon of it, and I just like work it into my skin, and it turns kind of like into this balled up kind of texture, and then I just rinse it all off, and my skin just feels really, really soft and clean, really soft and clean afterwards. I just really like how unique it is, and I like the whole experience. It's just really nice. So that's the Uma Absolute Anti-Aging Rose Honey Cleanser. And also from Uma, this Absolute Anti-Aging Body Oil. So I've only gotten a chance to use this once. I used it on my shins this one day that I was wearing like a knee-length dress. And it's really lovely. It's beautiful. It smells like light but slightly like bitter in an herbal way. Let me see, do I still have this box? Hold on. Okay, I just found the box. So it has pomegranate seed oil, moringa oil, neroli oil, sandalwood oil, frankincense oil, grapefruit, grape seed, juniper, jojoba seed oil. So it's obviously it's got a lot of different oils in there, but you can see, or you can hear all the different oils like that kind of create this sort of light citrusy, but also again, very like unisex kind of scent. It's really beautiful, and it's not an oil that just sort of, I don't know, makes my skin feel greasy. As dry as my skin is, I hate that feeling. especially on my body when you're gonna like put clothes on and stuff, of it feeling too greasy. It's just a really, it's not a dry oil, but it's an oil that goes on and it's just not too greasy. It absorbs like fairly quickly. It's very nice. It's a very kind of like refined oil. So that is another recommendation for Uma. And then let's talk about Sisley. You guys know how much I love Sisley. I love Sisley makeup. I love their skincare, but their hair care, I'll get to the skincare, but their hair care has really been blowing me away. So if you guys have been with me, watching me for a while, you know that I fell in love with Sisley Hair Care with this scalp serum. This is their revitalizing, fortifying serum for the scalp. And I have completely lost track. I am probably on my 5th bottle of this. I use 9 drops. I mean, there's instructions for this, but you know, I use 9 drops, 3 down the middle, 3 down each side, and I massage it into my scalp. And I usually use this, when I first started using this, I was using it like every other day. And it takes a while, I won't lie, it definitely takes a while for you to see like a difference, but I started to feel and see a difference in my hair, in the shininess, in the strength of my hair, and also with like extra growth. I was starting to feel like my hair was feeling a little bit thicker. When I first moved here to Las Vegas, my hair just, I don't know, maybe it was a stress of moving, I don't know, but my hair started to like really thin out. I thought for a while maybe it was the difference in the type of water, whatever the case. I purchased this, and within a couple of months, I was like, oh wow, like my hair just feels like fuller, and yeah, I just love it. And it also just feels really great on the scalp. And I like, you know, the scalp I feel like is a part of our body that is very, very much ignored. I don't think we get scalp massages enough or whatever. So this kind of forces me to sit there and really massage the product in and give myself like a nice scalp massage. And I love it. You can put it in while your hair is dry if you want, but I put it in after the shower, after my hair's been towel dried. So that's how I use it, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And then I also purchased their Precious Hair Care Oil. And up until then, I was using the Orbe oil. I think it's like the Gold Lust oil. And I liked it, but when I started using this, I was like, I see. This is what a hair oil should be like. This one is a little bit thinner than the Orbe one. I felt like with the Orbe, I had to really like make sure I didn't use too much and really work it into my hair like for minutes to make sure it didn't look, you know, make my hair look too greasy or oily. This is much more of a thinner oil, and it just kind of absorbs into your hair really quickly. It works into your hair really quickly. I actually used this today after I curled my hair. My hair, you know, after I use heat styling, I definitely like to throw an oil in. I don't use an oil like every day, but definitely after I style it. So I did use it today, and it just, yeah, just makes my hair very soft, manageable. I feel like a hair care commercial, but it feels very, very soft and very manageable. And this is my favorite hair care oil. And one of the newer things to my routine, hair routine, is the Sisley La Creme 230. So again, something I always used from Orbe was the, I can't remember the name, the Balm d'Or. And I still really enjoy that one. But again, this one is just a little bit, like just, it works into my hair just a lot more quickly, where I feel like the Balm d'Or is a little bit heavier. And again, it's like it comes in a pump, so it's not like I have to be too careful because it's just like a pump and a half and I'm fine. But yeah, I just can't use too much of that because then my hair definitely, it looks weighed down, it looks greasy, where this is very, very weightless. It's like a heat protectant lotion, it's like a conditioner, and it just feels really, really great in my hair. So I really enjoy this. I'm like pretty much done with this bottle. I'm gonna have to like re-up. But this is wonderful. And then Sisley shampoo and conditioner. It is what I've been using. Oh, hold on, let me get it. It's in my shower. Okay, so I've been using, let's see, the Revitalizing Smoothing Shampoo and the Restructuring Conditioner. I love these products. So this shampoo is like a low foaming shampoo, and I had to get used to that. I admit it. I had to get used to it because, you know, I just like a good lather, and it just makes me feel like my hair's like getting clean. But I wash my hair pretty much every single day, and I don't need like a high lather shampoo. And this leaves my hair feeling clean, but it doesn't make it feel too stripped or like too squeaky clean. So that is the shampoo. I think they have a couple different kinds, but this is the smoothing shampoo. And then the conditioner is really, it's nice and thick, and it just, yeah, I just put it basically from like mid shaft down, again, because I wash my hair every day. And it just, yeah, it just leaves my hair feeling really, really soft. So a big, big fan of these shampoos. And obviously the hair care line from Sisley. I'm such a big fan. There's like some other products that I want to make my way towards, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But since we're on the topic of Sisley, self-tanner. So this is definitely self-tanning season for me. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should self-tan in the winter, but then I also feel like it's okay to be pale in the winter. And in the summertime, I'm just as pale, but it's a little bit less acceptable and also more of my skin is showing. So I wanted to recommend these. So this is the self-tanning for the face, and this is the self-tanning for the body. The body comes with a mitt, by the way, which is really nice. What I like about this probably isn't for everyone, but what I really like about the Sisley is a couple of things. One, it's like a lotion. So when you squeeze this out, you can probably see it there. When you squeeze this out, when you apply it, it just looks, feels, and acts just like a lotion. It's not like one of those self-tanning gels or mousses or one of those like lotions that has like a color in there so you can see where you put it on. It's just like a lotion, and I love that because I can put it on, I wait till my skin absorbs it or whatever, basically till my skin feels dry, and then I get dressed and it's fine. Like I'm never staining anything. It's a very practical kind of self-tanner, and same with the face. But what I will say is I never get like a really golden tan from these self-tanners. It is very, very natural, very soft kind of tan, which I like. It just makes me look not pale. So instead of being pale, I'm not exactly tan, but I'm just not pale. I mean, I know myself too. I'm probably gonna mess it up or whatever. Like this is almost mistake free because it is so like subtle and so gentle. And I love that about these self-tanners. So this is definitely one of my favorite self-tanners for sure. And then the body exfoliator from Sisley. They may have a couple, but this one is the energizing foaming exfoliant for the body with essential oils of lavender and rosemary. I really, really enjoy this exfoliant before I'm going to self-tan because it's on the grittier side. So it is, I would say it has like a higher grit ratio than the True Botanicals that I pointed out. And what I also like about this is that it doesn't leave your skin feeling too oily. If your skin is too oily, it's not going to take the self-tan quite as evenly. So this does an incredible job, especially like around the knees and the ankles and the elbows and that sort of thing. This does an incredible, incredible job because it is like really gritty. So it's great for, oh, and the heels of your feet. It is great for that because it is like on the grittier side and it's a little bit like drier. It feels a little bit more pumicey than the other like body scrubs that I have. So this one is like, I save for very special occasions, like pre-tanning, if like my feet are feeling really dry, if like my knees, my joints are feeling really dry, I like to whip this one out. So that is the Sisley energizing foaming exfoliant. And then one last thing for Sisley is their lotion. So I have two kinds actually. I have their Phyto Blanc brightening hydrating lotion and then the Sisley essential skincare lotion. This is the one that I have repurchased over and over again. This is probably like my third or fourth bottle. This is the one and only bottle of this that I've used, and I prefer the Sisley over this. This has like a pretty strong scent of lavender, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I know lavender can sometimes irritate skin, sometimes it calms skin. It really depends on your own personal reaction to lavender. My skin doesn't have a reaction to lavender. I just don't like the scent. But what these lotions do is, well, let me tell you how I use it. I use it after I wash and tone my skin. It's a very, very thin consistency. It's very, very runny. And so I use it to basically prep my skin for the rest of my skincare. It really just kind of like softens everything up. And I always notice a difference like when I don't use it. Most notably, this last time I went to New York, I was like, oh, you know, you get cocky and you're like, I don't need that. I needed that. I felt it. Like I just felt like my other skincare wasn't as effective without this. So this sort of like paves the way for the rest of my skincare. And yeah, I never thought that this step would be something that would be essential to my skincare routine, but it has become essential, and I've learned my lesson. And I think this is the second time I've done this where I'm like, I'm not gonna pack it. I'm gonna pack it. Next time, I'm gonna pack it. This is one of the essential steps. So anyway, I do feel like both are very, very effective. I don't, in terms of skincare, I don't think one is better than the other, but I just like this one better because of the scent in this one. Okay, I'm so glad I did this up in my bathroom because I actually have something in my empties that I wanted to share with you. So the next brand that BEAUTYLISH carries, that not a lot of sites carry, is Susanne Kaufmann. And again, it's spring, it's summertime, we're showing a lot more skin. I really like to exfoliate and moisturize well. Her body scrub is by far one of my favorites. It is there any, no, I really cleaned that one out. It has really, really extremely fine gritty bits. So you really feel like you're polishing your skin versus just kind of like exfoliating and scrubbing it down. You really feel like you're polishing it because it has such a fine grit, and like the substance that the grit is sitting in is very light. It's almost like whipped. It's like a whipped lotion. So it's a pleasure to put on. So that I really love. And then I like to follow that up with the body butter. The body butter is also very, such a nice scent. It's like slightly fruity. It's definitely not the thickest body butter I've ever experienced. There's some where you kind of have to like scrape out, and then there are ones that are lighter. This one is like kind of right in the middle, and it's really like silky smooth. I love the texture of it, and I really do like the scent. It's a light fruity scent. And she's one of those brands where I feel like you can't really go wrong. If there's something on BEAUTYLISH from Susanne Kaufmann that's kind of like, you know, you're curious about, I would go for it. I have not been disappointed by any of her products. I have her like hand scrub. Actually, I think it's called like a hand peel. I have her hand peel. I have her hand cream. I have some bath products. I have this St. John's wort bath calming. I have some like bath oils, and they've all been incredible. So yeah, if there's anything under Susanne Kaufmann that piques your interest, I would go for it. Her stuff is really, really impeccable. And then this is another brand that I discovered on BEAUTYLISH, and I have not gotten a chance to actually burn this, but I brought it upstairs to burn in my bathroom, and I keep forgetting. So it's been sitting on my counter, and I sniff it every once in a while. It's so nice. This is the Bois Pamplemousse. So it has just like a really, almost like a vetiver kind of scent, like kind of like a men's aftershave kind of scent, but the pamplemousse kind of keeps it light all at the same time. I feel like the pamplemousse will come out probably a little bit more when I burn this candle, but I wanted to put this in my bathroom because it does kind of smell like aftershave, and I really like that. So this you can find on BEAUTYLISH as well, Quintessence, and it's just, yeah, look how beautiful that font is, and this jar, this vessel, it's beautiful. It's like perfect for the bathroom, really like clean looking. Okay, I think I've spent enough time up here in the bathroom, so why don't we go downstairs to my filming room, and I'll just point out a couple of like makeup recommendations I have. Okay, we're down in my filming room, and the first thing I have to mention is the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. You guys, BEAUTYLISH got it back in stock. All 5 colors were in stock, at least the last time I checked. So don't hold me to that, because I think we've all been really pent up waiting for the restock of this. I've also heard that it was not reformulated. So I don't know, I guess they were just having issues with manufacturing, supply chain issues, et cetera, et cetera. But the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel is, and will always be, I'm gonna so far as to say that because I've tried a lot of brow products, but this is my favorite brow product, and I haven't really talked about it lately. I've been using other things which were perfectly fine, but now that it is back in stock, I'm like, yes. I actually have 2 backups. I have one in espresso and one in granite. Espresso is just like a chocolate brown, and granite is like a little bit more of like a gray kind of cool tone brown. So I like both work for me. I of course had to mention the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. I hope it is still in stock for you guys because it's just, yeah, it's just the best, the absolute best. Plumps up your brows. You don't need a pencil. You don't need, it's just a one-step brow situation, and I love it. The other thing I wanted to mention were Jill Stuart blushes. These are just so amazing, and Jill Stuart is one of those brands that Beautylish carries that you can't really find at a lot of places. So it's just really, really special. This is what these Bloom Mix blush compacts looks like. This is number 4. Sorry, my leg. Does this help? How's that? Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of these blushes. They're very soft. They're powdery. They have obviously 5 different shades in each. You can kind of focus your brush in certain areas if you're looking to do something specific. This one happens to be shade number 3, and I like them all. There really hasn't, like, you know, I'm not going to open up all of them, but there really hasn't been one where I'm like, ooh, this is bad. They're all really, really pretty. So I would definitely recommend these Jill Stuart blushes. In fact, any of them. I think she has ones that look like they're in a different configuration, maybe not a flower, but they're all beautiful. Really, really nice. And then back to Sisley, I did just want to mention their Phyto Poudre Compact. This is their pressed powder. And this is shade number 4, bronze. It's a beautiful bronze. And I used to have shade number 2. I'm going to be ordering a shade number 2 for sure during this gift card event. But that powder from Sisley leaves the softest, lightest demi satin finish to your skin, and it's just beautiful. So I like to use 4 bronze as bronzer, and then 2 natural is what I use for powder. And it's probably like my favorite pressed powder because I feel like I can use it under my eyes, all over my face. I don't have to think about how I'm using it. I just, you know, dip a brush in and just brush it all over my face, and it always looks so impeccable. So love that powder. And you guys know what a big fan I am of Chantecaille, and Beautylish now carries Chantecaille. So yeah, it's like the list of what I would recommend is so long, but one standout thing that is limited edition that, again, I still believe is in stock at Beautylish, at least the last time I checked, is the Giraffe Quad. I've used this in a few videos, and it's just absolutely stunning. This shade, unfortunately, arrived broken in mine, but I just pressed it in and it works beautifully now. Yeah, this palette is just beautiful. This is like one of those basic but palettes. Like, it's basic, but there's something to it. It's so good. So that is like the one standout recommendation I wanted to make for Chantecaille. And of course, I have to talk about Wayne Goss. Wayne Goss is only carried at Beautylish, so this is really the best time to purchase Wayne Goss. He came out with 2 new Weightless Veil blush palettes. One is in, is this one? This is Sweet Wildflower. And then the other one is Desert Blossom. Here's Desert Blossom. Desert Blossom is a little bit lighter than Sweet Wildflower. Let me hold them up. They look really light in the pan. I didn't even think these blushes were going to show up on me, but they do. They give you such a nice flush to the skin, and these highlights are gorgeous. You can't go wrong actually with any of the highlights in any of these blush palettes. In fact, you can't go wrong with any of the blush palettes. They're all gorgeous. I love all 6 of them. As you guys know, the one that I like went really gaga over is, I think, is it Wild Azalea? Vivid Azalea. Wow, I'm surprised I even got that close. Vivid Azalea. This color, it is so beautiful, and this highlight is incredible. His highlights are, they're just really like shiny and glossy, but they're not micro glittery. They're really smooth. Oh my gosh, love them so much. And before this video gets too long, whenever I do these Beautylish videos, they're so long, I apologize, but there's just so much to talk about. I'm just gonna end with saying any Sonia G brush. Any brush, anything that's like listed on her page, if it looks remotely interesting to you, just get it. They're all incredible. I have never, ever come across a Sonia G brush that I didn't love. They're all functional, they're all beautiful, they all work so well, they're all well made. I've never gotten like a dud either. It's not like I've ever gotten a brush and I'm like, ooh, what happened to this one? incredible. They're all absolutely incredible. So now is the time. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked this kind of vlog style video because, yeah, because my other video, which didn't make it up yesterday, would have been a sit down video, but we lost that one. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.